I am exceedingly delight and honor for me to introduce our beloved resource person, Dr. Sudhan Chandran, Assistant Professor, Department of Fisheries Biology and Resource Management, TNJFU Fisheries College and Research Institute, Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Jayalalita Fisheries University, Thoothukudi. Educational qualifications. He finished his degree BFSc Fisheries Science in 2015 and MFSc Fisheries Resource Management in 2017. He did his PhD in ICAR, Central Institute of Fisheries Education in the year 2021. He had knowledge in 3 computer courses and completed 4 MOOCs courses. He bagged many prizes in intercollegiate and district level co-curricular activities and participated in many educational camps and training programs. He is doing research on a reproductive biology of climate vulnerable fish species, integrated multi-trophic aquaculture system, lab simulated IMTA model with RAS, climate smart village. He worked as technical assistant in CAA Chennai. He had a volunteer experience in Coast Beach Walk under Lady Bird Environmental Consultancy LLP, making diyas, artwork, and calligraphy, and conducted many awareness programs involved in beach cleanups and marine fish faunal identification. He has skills in handling of laboratory equipments and techniques like feed preparation, a live food organism culture, water quality parameters, breeding of carps and ornamental fishes, protein isolation and purification techniques, basic laboratory techniques in biochemistry and microbiology, analysis involved in quality assessment of fish and fishery products. He is familiar with the following software skills: primer, past, and R, biodiversity assessments, UPS util and TPS dig, fish morphological studies, SPSS, social studies and economical analysis, Google Earth, QGIS and ArcGIS, mapping and resource assessment, FISAT, fish population dynamics and stock assessment. He did funded student study projects like sea turtle nesting ground identification and its conservation status along southern Tamil Nadu, assessment of socio-economic status of fisher folk, awareness creation and strengthening the conservation aspects among the stakeholders of southern Tamil Nadu. He has work experiences like fish, shrimp, and prawn processing, ornamental farming, tilapia farming, and carp seed hatchery experience. Awards received: National Standard Governor Award from Sudh Singh Barnala for Rajya Puraskar Scout, Best Paper Presentation Award from National Seminar, Dr. V. Rajagopalan Award for the Best MFSC Student in Fisheries Resource Management, Gold Medal for the Best Graduate in Fisheries Resource Management. He attended 16 national seminars and conferences. He presented 24 papers in national and international conferences and seminars, and he has published 3 papers in national and international conferences and seminars proceedings, 3 book chapters, 3 leaflets, 1 booklet and folder, 4 review articles, 16 papers in different journals, 26 Tamil research and popular articles, and 9 English popular articles. Achievements: he developed an app that is Sura, an educational app for fisheries students He is an active conservationist in turtle nesting grounds and GIS mapping. He received Best Researcher Award for BLS. His hobbies are playing football, badminton, chess, calligraphy, and reading conceptual books. Now he is going to deliver a talk on web-based fisheries applications for sustainable future towards blue growth. It is a very good topic and more relevant to the present scenario. Now I cordially invite Dr. Sudhan Chandran to continue the session.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for the vast elaborative introduction about me. And I'm pleased and pleasant to present in front of you all. Respected dignitaries, scientists, professors, teachers, research associates, research scholars, students, a warm welcome to everyone, each and everyone, to Interdisciplinary 6-day national webinar. So I would like to express my sincere gratitude and gratefulness to the organizing secretary, Ms. M. Aruna Madam, HOD of Zoology Department, convener, Dr. N. Bimala Devi, HOD, English Department, patron and chief patron of JMJ College for Women Autonomous, Tenali, Andhra Pradesh, for the opportunity provided to present the topic on web-based fisheries applications for sustainable future towards the blue growth. So again, I introduce myself as a formal introduction. Myself, Sudhan Chandran, Assistant Professor of the Department of Fisheries Biology and Resource Management of Fisheries College and Research Institute, Thoothukudi. So before starting the presentation, I would like to pose a question to all. So how does the technology, or we can say, how does the education needs the technology? Yeah. Or I can also pose a question like a technology whether will affect education. If it is so, how it affects either a positive or a negative. So if it is a positive, it is concerned. If it is a negative, it has to be curated or collaborated, right? Since an education without a technology does not prepare our students or all our fraternity with skills that their world will require as of now. So the technology should be ubiquitous in education, which is a very important technological impact, which has been increased the interactivity or the interaction among the students with the teacher and also the class engagement. So, which also enabled for the better overall comprehension, practical learning, time management, and combined learning methodologies. So these are all the technology that have to be impacted on the student learning, right? Yeah, we'll have an interactive session on this topic. So these are all the contents in which we are going to be browse through the session, which covers introduction about the title, fisheries and aquaculture on global as well as Indian scenario, and goals towards the sustainability, and what are all the different web-based Android applications in fisheries and its importance, utility, and what are all the different online course portals are available on the global as well as Indian standards, like Coursera, EDX on the international standard, UD Academy and SWAYAM portal on Indian and AgMoocs as well as Telegram for the agriculture domain. Yeah, what is a fish? As Madam rightly pointed out with a quote at the start of webinar. So fish is the aquatic animal or in terms of a produce or in a commodity. We can say as the cheapest animal source of protein available for every human in this world. Again, it could be cultured and as well as it could be captured in various forms of resources available in the environment. Marine, brackish water, and freshwater. In terms of marine, it encompasses seas and oceans in brackish water, lagoons, estuaries, deltaic areas. And in terms of freshwater, it includes the riverine ecosystem, ponds, lakes, channels, reservoirs, etc. So, what are the importance of the marine fisheries? So, this is the largest food production system to derive a raw material from nature. Yes, it is one of the most traded food products internationally of accounts 37 percentage of production. It not only produces the food, but also it forms highly diversified different aquatic ecosystems with habitats of several adaptations. From smallest fish, that is Pedocypris progenetica, a minnow which grow at a maturity of 7.9 mm. Just note down a minnow Pedocypris progenetica, which is the smallest fish as of now, which grows at the maturity of 7.9 mm, and a shortest lifespan of pygmy goby of 59 days, and the largest of whale shark of about 20 meters, which live about 70 years. So the deepest living fish, cusk eel, at the depth of 8,372 meter, and the highest altitude of the record of over 5,200 meter at Tibetan stone lodge. And the heaviest bony fish is ocean sunfish, that is mola mola, and the longest bony fish, that is king of herrings, which is of about 11 meter in body length, total body length. And the largest freshwater fish of Mekong giant catfish, which is of about weighing 293 kilogram. So, before going in detail, we should recognize the different characteristics of marine fisheries. This represents the best example of exploitation of living natural resources. Since the resources are a common property, access is free and open. Irrespective of type of fishing, it will not be limited until zero profitability is reached. And hence, the global fisheries and aquaculture production is at record of high. Yes, the SOFIA, that is the state of world fisheries and aquaculture towards blue transformation. It is the first message of SOFIA 2022. The global fisheries and aquaculture production has reached at the record of 214 million metric tons in 2020, although it had suffered from COVID-19 related impacts. You see, the total comprises of 178 million metric tons of aquatic animals and 36 metric tons of algae. So, of which 90 million tons of This production comes from capture fisheries, though it has 2% drop from the last year. Again, it is a result of COVID pandemic, both in marine as well as inland fisheries. So 87 million metric tons of aquatic animal production that comes from aquaculture. And this represents a 2.7 percentage growth from the previous year, but lower than that of 4.5 percentage of annual average growth attained in previous decade. Again, as a result of COVID pandemic. Yes, of this, a total of 157 million metric tons were used for direct human consumption, which is also a new record. Since you see the graph, which is from 1960s or even 1950s, from 1961 to 2019, as the per capita consumption of aquatic foods, which is of excluding alga, increased at an average annual rate of 3%, twice the rate of world's population growth. So in 2020, this consumption has been dropped slightly to 20.2 kg per person. Again, this is also a direct result of contraction of demand caused by COVID-19 pandemic. While estimates suggest an increase in consumption in 2021, the high price of fish products, already 25% higher in the first quarter of 2022, could not compromise the future growth. These global figures highlight a very significant transformation that has taken place in the sector in recent times. Three facts to show this. The first one, according to our new records, we currently exploit almost 3,000 species in capture fisheries. That is, we deploy different types of nets like gill net, drag net, cast net, long line, hook and lines, etc., to harvest the fishes from the natural ecosystem. And also, we culture over 650 of these. A unique diversity is compared to other food systems and the part of sector's capacity to adapt and evolve. The second one shows the aquaculture development. Aquaculture continues to grow in all continents in leaps and bounds, albeit from different baselines, and remains the fastest growing food production system in the world. And finally, the proportion of aquatic animals or animal products not used for direct human consumption continues to drop. That's improving its outcomes. So, in summary, we expand what we produce, diversify how we produce it, become more effective in what we used this production for. So the fisheries and aquaculture sector not only produce food, it provides livelihoods. The sector employs directly 59 million people, over 90% of these in small scale fisheries. This highlights the necessity to consider their specific needs and ensure their full involvement in design and implementation of policies and management measures. So, if we add those involved in the full value chain plus subsistence fisheries, it is estimated that about 600 million people depends on this sector for their livelihoods, the large majority in the global south, while only 21% of these employed in primary sector are women. I repeat, while only 21% of these employed in primary sector are women, when considering the full value chain, there is a gender parity in sector. So the gender-based constraints prevent women from fully realizing and benefiting from their roles. So applying a gender lens not only changes how fisheries and aquaculture are understood, it also will change how we shape our institutions, policies, and actions to achieve equality as well as equity. So the fisheries and aquaculture continue to have a significant contribution to the local economies, proportionally more significant in developing countries. The total first sale value of the sector was estimated at 424 billion US dollars in 2020, and 225 states and territories entered the international trade of aquatic products, which is of worth of 151 billion US dollars. This reflects an 7% decline in 2020 again compared to the previous year as a result of COVID pandemic. But the indications that this decline was fully reversed again in 2021, which was quite great. The fishery resources remain under pressure, but there are encouraging signs. See, the second important message, this is the second important message of Sophia 2022, is that from an ecologically or ecological sustainability perspective, the fishery resources continue to be under different significant pressure, which demands all our attention, but there are some encouraging signs to report. So again, the fraction of marine fishery stocks within the biologically sustainable levels have suffered a 1.2 percentage deterioration from the last Sophia assessments. That is, Sophia is nothing but State of World Fisheries and Aquaculture data assessment of 2 years ago. And again, it is estimated at 64.6 percentage in 2019. But this percentage treats all stocks equally, regardless of their abundance and the volume of their catch. When weighed accordingly, or the weighted accordingly, FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization, estimates that 82.5 percentage of the 2019 fishery landings were from biologically sustainable stocks, and this is an 3.8 percentage improvement from the previous assessment. So again, this is the consistent with our view and the academic analysis that the larger fishery stocks with the higher market value are better managed, and that this management is producing a positive result as well. However, a more work is need to understand, address, and reverse the sustainability trends in many of the fish stocks. So again, FAO's, that is Food and Agriculture Organization's view is very, very clear, stating that fishery management is the most effective tool to conserve and sustainably utilize the fishery resources, as this global trends in state of world's marine fish stocks from 1974 to 2019 is indicates the fishery management is the most effective tool to conserve and sustainably utilize the fishery resources for the future generations. Again, the third message of today's webinar is that the economic development and population growth will increase the expectations on aquatic food systems. Yes, I repeat, the economic development and the population growth or population burst or population increase, anything will again in turn increase the expectations on the aquatic food systems. So we must ensure further growth in all aspects should be a sustainable one and an equitable one, and the targets of the food security and the nutrition in which it needs or in which it satisfies the cause of concern. So the production of aquatic animals is expected to grow by 14% by 2030 to reach 202 million metric tons. Again, the FAO conducts annual model-based medium-term projections of this sector as well as the longer-term scenario analysis. Based on our medium-term model assumptions, that is, the fisheries and aquaculture production in 2030, excluding alga, will reach about 202 million metric tons at a 14% increase compared to today, while the capture fisheries is projected to increase slightly as a result of management improvements. Most of the growth in this sector will come from aquaculture, since which is expected to grow or to growth by 22% by 2030. Again, this is or this will be the base or this will be constitutes our baseline scenario, which depicts the global capture fisheries and aquaculture production from 1990 to 2030. The red trend line shows the aquaculture for human consumption is always on the increasing trend line, and the total capture fisheries also substantiated with that. Yes, while recent transformation in the fisheries and aquaculture sector have been primarily driven by economic opportunity, so again, the Food and Agriculture Organization, that is FAO, considers that more can be achieved if we are collectively more targeted in guiding future transformations for the sector to be more productive, sustainable, equitable, and contribute further to food security, nutritional outcomes, and livelihood support. So we call this vision and mission as blue transformation, which is why Sophia 2022 has been subtitled as Towards Blue Transformation on the first stanza. So aquatic ecosystems are really a powerful solution since the need for blue transformation with three different objectives. That is, objective one, it is sustainable aquaculture intensification and expansion that satisfies the global demand for aquatic foods and distributes benefits equitably. The second objective is effective management of all fisheries that delivers healthy stocks and secures equitable livelihoods. And the third is upgraded value chains ensure the social, economic, and environmental viability of aquatic food systems. Since the blue growth or the blue economy transformation or the blue transformation starts with an objective driven vision. So its first objective is to ensure the sustainable aquaculture intensification and expansion continues to satisfy the global demand for aquatic foods, especially in food deficit regions. Again, the second objective to ensure the effective management of all the marine and inland fisheries following the ecosystem based approaches because management works better than that. We also aim to eliminate IUU fishing in all its complexities. That is, IUU fishing is nothing but illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. The third objective of blue transformation is to upgrade and develop aquatic food value chains, thereby reducing the losses as well as reducing the waste, promoting transparency and traceability, ensuring inclusive and equitable returns of those dependent on the sector. So, this vision will not be easy to achieve. It includes complex technical and policy decisions, as well climate and environment friendly actions. It will require a strong and well aligned partnerships to succeed. Yes, of this blue transformation and meeting expectations. However, they estimate a significant potential growth in per capita consumption of aquatic products. If we succeed with obvious benefits, but failing to transform will also have a significant negative implications for the sector and for the planet, which always Sophia briefly discusses on the baseline data on per capita consumption, which shows orange color trend line, and the green trend line shows the positive blue transformation in terms of per capita consumption, that is expressed in kg per year. And if suppose if we failure to transform, and what is the declining trend of red color shows from 2020 to 2050. So, as a key source of carefully collected, curated, and analyzed data with this information, so in their identification of challenges, and there will be always an exploration of solutions and strategies to better sector and its outcomes. So, these are all certain glimpses of world fisheries and aquaculture. And now we'll focus our scenario, how it is. So, just a glimpse of Indian fisheries and update. So, these are all the glimpses of Indian fisheries. So, we have 3.29 million square kilometer of our country with the coastline of 8,118 kilometers of Indian coastline with an exclusive economic zone area of 2.02 million square kilometers. Again, with a continental shelf area of 0.53 million square kilometer. So these are all the trends shows how much fish has been produced, and again with the corresponding value of fisheries exports in terms of crores. Always towards booming in nature since from 15 to 2020. Again, the marine fish production has been reported as 3.72 million metric tons and inland fish production of 10.43 million metric tons. And if we talk about the marine production details or the marine production rate, the total marine or the total Indian marine fish production is on 37.27 lakh tons, contributing highest from Gujarat, followed by Andhra Pradesh, followed by Tamil Nadu. And this scenario has been changed in 2020, ranking Gujarat at the top. The second top goes to Tamil Nadu, and the third goes to Andhra in terms of marine. And in terms of inland, the majority or the major production of inland fish production is contributed by Andhra Pradesh. So if we take about the total Indian inland fish production of 2019 to 2020, is it of 104 lakh tons of about, so near about 40 percentage, 35 to 40 percentage of the production, the total contributory or the total largest contributory of inland fish production of our country is from Andhra Pradesh of about 36.1 lakh tons, which is around 37 percentage of total Indian inland fish production. So if we take about the resource distribution of Indian inland resources, as I said earlier, the inland resources are distributed in lentic as well as lotic systems. Lentic is nothing but a standing water body. Lotic is nothing but a flowing water body. So if we take about the lentic and lotic ecosystems, we classify or categorize them into rivers, reservoirs, dams, floodplain wetlands, upland lakes, estuaries, backwaters. So of which reservoirs are called as a sleeping giants, since now we are underestimating or we have not utilized the fullest level of the reservoir potentials. So again, the total fish seed productions, it has been fluctuating from 2010 to 2015, and from that year onwards, we are consecutively, the production has been increasing. It shows increasing trend from 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20 also. It shows the total fish seed production on increasing trend, so that the demand from the farmers as well as the institutions has been on increasing trend. So again, the total disposition of fish catch, the top 10 ranges again from Andhra, that accounts 41.75 percentage, followed by Gujarat, that is 8.58 percentage, followed by Odisha, that is 8.17, and Tamil Nadu, that is 7.57, UP, that is Uttar Pradesh, 6.98, Bihar, that is 6.41, and Kerala, 6.8, and the least is Chhattisgarh, that is 5.38. So if we take about the top 10 fish consumption states in India, so Tripura, and mostly we can see the northeastern states, Tripura, Manipur and Assam. Northeastern states are dominating even now. Tripura accounts the first about 30 kg per capita per year, and the second accounts to the Kerala, that is,
Sir,
yes madam.
PPT not visible, sir.
Now it is visible madam.
Yeah. Yes.
Now it is moving.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The third followed by Manipur, that is 14.1 kg per capita per year, followed by Odisha, that is 13.78 kg, and the least is Assam of 11.72 kg. So, if we take about the fisheries statistics, so fisheries statistics or the fisheries sector, which not only gives food but also not only gives an import export value commodities, but also an employment to 2.8 crore people who are inhabiting along the coastal line or along the Indian coast or inhabiting on the coastal villages of India. So again, it contributes 1.24 percentage of total GDP, of which 7.8 percentage in agriculture GDP. So the fishery sector alone contributes 17 percentage to the agriculture GDP, that is gross domestic product. That is again obtained from 2.02 million square kilometer of EEZ, where the our marine resources are distributed in pelagic, demersal, crustacean, molluscan resources. Madam, I think uh, I request the audience to mute the mic. Yeah, thank you. The slide shows a
Okay, sir.
summary.
Okay, okay, it's clear.
Yes, 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 please. Summary of estimated potentials of marine fisheries in different limbs of that accounted from conventional as well as the non-conventional resources. So the estimate of potential yield of conventional resources along the mainland as well as the island ecosystems of India is accounted about 5.31 million metric tons, and from the non-conventional resources is of about 1.84 million metric tons. Again, the conventional resources is of from majority derived from pelagic resources, followed by demersal, followed by oceanic resources. Again, the oceanic is from entire EEZ, that is exclusive economic zone, and part from island resources of Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and of non-conventional resources, that is of additional potentials, that is deep sea myctopits as well as oceanic squids and jellyfish and other marine macroalgae, which has been a totality of non-conventional resources, which adds the additional potential to the marine fisheries. So again, this is the snapshot of fisheries potential. It has been increased. See how far it has been increased from 1950. It's around about 0.75 million metric tons to 2020 of about 14.2 million metric tons. So from this view, we can able to identify the vast resources and the potentiality or the harness to harness the potential of fisheries, that thus it increase the fish production. So for that, we need to have or we need to formulate a sound policy with the data or with the baseline data. So the policy formulation, again, the evidence based decision making skill is essential for making out a successful thing. So these are all the recent policies and programs by the Department of Fisheries for economic revolution through blue revolution by the government of India. They have registered 3,477 Sahamitras in coastal fisher villages in order to encourage the fish farmer producer organization, again in order to enhance the fish production. They are having the share scheme by the central government as well as the state government as well as from the beneficiaries. So again, this is achieved or done or initiated by the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana in the year of 2020, and it has been establishing on the way. So these are all some glimpses of market-wise percentage share of export in terms of value to different stakeholders, starting from Japan, USA, European Union, China, Southeast Asia, Middle East countries, and others. So, of which our market-wise share has been reduced to Southeast Asia, but on increasing trend towards to China as well USA for 2 years. That is of 2018-19 to 2019-20. And again, this snapshot shows again the market-wise percentage share of export in terms of quantity. Again, it shows increasing trend in USA and China and decreasing trend in Southeast Asia. Japan and Middle East countries shows the average without any declining or without any increment stage. It shows the normalized market share in terms of quantity as well as value. So if we take about the percentage of share item-wise export of fisheries products, we can able to classify the item-wise products as, like we can able to classify the fishery products into different items like shrimp, cuttlefish, dried items, and chilled items. So in chilled items, we'll have fishes too. And again, the frozen fish, frozen squid, live items, and others. So we are classifying 8 different items of fishery products in terms of value. Again, the frozen shrimp forms the highest. If we take about the quantity wise, again the frozen shrimp forms the highest, followed by that is 44 percentage. Again, it has been increased to 51. And again, the frozen fish percentage has been decreased from 25 to 17 percentage. And other items has been remains constant of 11 percentages. So this is how achieved. Again, it comes under the Ministry of Agriculture, which is of having different distinct branches of ICR DARE and DAHDF and leading institutes like CMFRI, SIFT, SIFA, SIBA, SIFRI, and educational institutions like CIFE and state agriculture universities, which constituted by the Maritime States Fisheries Departments, again enforced marine fishery regulations, acts. So just we have glimpsed the importance of marine fisheries and the characteristics of marine fisheries. So how it is generating income or how it generates the large scale employment to the primary sector and how it goes. We have seen a glimpse. And now here comes a web-based fisheries applications for sustainable future towards the blue growth. So here comes our important role or where our technology supports the fishermen or the fish farmers or the technical fraternity like us, even the professors, teachers, how we can use it effectively to demonstrate to the students, as well as how the technology will support to the different stakeholders of these fisheries has been initiated through Android mobile based applications. So we will just glimpse one by one, and if the students are really interested, they can able to install these applications in their mobile phones and they can do wonders in it. Even they can able to guide the fishermen or fish farmers who is in need of those technology or who is in need of quest to learn the information and skills acquired. So we can able to classify this softwares, or we can say as web-based Android applications, on four aspects. That is, one is on fisheries. Fisheries in the sense will always help to the fish harvesters or the fishermen, and aquaculture like fish farmers, and the business like who are the youngsters or who are in need of job or who wanted to enter into the entrepreneurship skill or who want to start the business for them, and education is like students or teachers. So we are classifying this web-based Android application pertinent to fisheries on four classes: fisheries, aquaculture, business, and education. So here comes on first fisheries, PFZ advisories by Incois, Muchly, that is Reliance Foundation Information Services, FFMA, that is by MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, Thundil, that is developed by Department of Fisheries Tamil Nadu in collaboration with NCCR MOES. And for aquaculture, exclusively we are having SIBA, Shrimp Krishi, Shrimp Culture, and the app developed by SIBA, Shrimp app with reading materials for student community. Again, in terms of business and education, Matsya Shetu by ICR SIFA, that is Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, and M Krishi at Fisheries by ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, in collaboration with Mumbai Research Center and TCS. Then Matsya Fisheries by Income in Technologies, and Matsya Fed Fresh Mean for fish sales, and again Sura for educational application. And let us see one by one. So the first, we are taking on account of fisheries or the fish harvesting. If suppose the fisherman is going and going to sea or seas or oceans to harvest the fishes, how this could be aided or how these applications could be aided to the fisherman, and how we can able to test the apps by various phones, we can see that one by one. So again, this PFZ advisory, PFZ is nothing but potential fishing zone advisory, which is given by Incois, headquartered at Hyderabad. Like earlier, our grandfathers or forefathers, they used to identify where these fishes are actually going, or they know how to catch the fish or where to catch the fish, where to put the net and where to throw the net, so that they will get a good quantity of fishes as their harvest, which substantiates their livelihood as well as their social upliftment. But now, as on the population increases day by day, minute by minute, second by second, even our resources also started to dwindle because of overcapacity. If 1990 In 1990s, only 100 crafts are there to harvest 1 ton of fishes a day. But now 10,000 to lakh boats are available to harvest same 1 ton of fishes. That is the condition. So now, how efficiently or how effectively we can able to catch the fish with the technology. Again, you can able to open the Play Store, that is Google Play Store or Android Play Store, or even if you are having iPhone, you can open that iOS store. There you can able to search inquiries. So there you will find out n number of applications which is relevant to the fisheries, inquiries PFZ advisory. Here you can download according to your language, since it has been given in all coastal languages. So here I have chosen Tamil, and your own interest, like if you know Telugu, if you know Kannada, if you know Malayalam, if you know Gujarati, or if you know English, in whatever the language, if you are feeling to have the application, you can able to download that, and you can install the PFZ advisory. So after installing, so it will show what is the PFZ zone in which you want to access. So the inquiries have divided our Indian coastline or the coastal zones into 14 sectors. So in which sector you belongs? So I am belongs to Thuthukudi, that is of South Tamil Nadu. So I have chosen South Tamil Nadu in pertinent to Thuthukudi to get that particular information where the potential fishing zones are there on shore. Again, it will ask to give some updates, either based on the older version or newer version, based upon their compatibility of the mobile phone in which you have. Based on that, it will give updates. Then it will show the PFZ zone, like where are these fishes, where are these fishing shoals or schools or plenty in the ocean. It will show in which direction the mass movement of fishes are moving, and at what direction and at what depth. Again, it is specified with the latitude and longitude in the form of geo coordinates, like north and east, north latitude and east longitude. So if the coordinates are given or accessed to the fishermen, they can go easily to that particular point and they can able to harvest the fishes, right? So thereby reducing their effort, fuel cost, time. It saves their energy. In turns, they'll get more profit. So that is the ideology behind this identification of potential fishing zones and dissemination of the same potential fishing zones to the fishermen. Again, this is displayed over electronic display board or tum or through mobile phones. Now the recent version is through mobile phones. It has been, all these applications has been installed in the fisherman mobile phones in order to avail these data. Then comes Muchly. This is also a mere same application which is launched by Reliance Foundation Information Services. Here also the information has been obtained in different languages, or it has been disseminated in terms of different languages in order to use the utility or in order to use the services of the application given by the Reliance Foundation Information Services. So here, in compared to inquiries, here few details has to be encoded. So the first one, you need to input your mobile number followed by your name, then where you are, in order to get your location where you are, or in order to give more suitable or more sufficient information to that particular person, they are asking where you are or in which place you are resident to. So here I have given my mobile number and my name and my place of residence, from where I am going to fishing or from where I need to get my own data. So here it shows again the same directions, like in what way the wind pattern is moving, in what direction the fishes are moving, and what depth it will show. And even in this application, it again supports the data from Incois and Reliance Foundation. They are also giving the alert signals if suppose the fishermen are going to the sea before itself, if any currents or if any storm surges or any cyclonic events is going to happen, the weather alerts will be given in these mobile applications so that the fisherman life will be saved. So this is the advantage of the application which is derived from Incois other than the Reliance Foundation. Here they are giving weather alerts also. Again comes FFMA. This is also a mere application which helps the fisherman by MS Swaminathan Research Foundation. This is nothing but FFMA is nothing but a fisher friendly mobile application. Again, here also they are supporting the datas or they are obtaining the datas from Incois. After installation, again all these applications, all these mobile applications are available in Google Play Store or iOS. Again, you can able to install and you can available, you can allow the applications to make its function, and you can able to select the language in which mode you want, or in which language if you are convenient to use the application, you can choose that. Then after that, again they need to verify, because in some aspects misuse of the available data also could be done. So in order to avoid those kind of misusing of the data, they are obtaining the mobile number for verification, and again the pin or the OTP will come to your mobile number to verify that the concerned person is using rightly or not, or whether who is availing the data. As a data retrieval system, they are having this kind of things. So after that, again, if you given the mobile number, it will give the OTP slots. After entering the OTP slots, you will be asked to fill up a short biodata, like which deals with your original name, like first name as well as the last name, and what is your mobile number, and what is your sex, that is whether male or female or transgender, or if you don't want to convey your gender also, you can, it is allowed, and in which state you are, and what is the district you are living, and what type of or what is the place shore which is near to you. Actually I am residing in Tamil Nadu state, and Tuticorin district, that is Thuthukudi district. For us nearby beach is Tharavaikulam beach, and again I am just inputting my um, my occupation as fishing, and different similar type of informations which I could able to give, like boat type, what type of boat I'm using, what type of net I'm using. So all those information which is entirely relevant to the fisher folk community which has been feeded, and just give, and how it is the boat, and whether the boat ownership is whether you are owner to that boat, or whether you are the crew member of that boat. So many questions which is relevant to that fishing operations they have been asking. And after that, after filling the slots, you can able to just give okay or just give register to start the application. Then after that, again this also will give the GPS reading in terms of it will give in terms of a map, so that where you are residing and where is the shore and in what direction you want to go, as like similar Google map. It will also show its direction and all other PFZ zones, and even weather alert and climatological patterns shifts it will show. So these are all some of the additional information, like in other than two in earlier apps like Incoi's PFZ advisory and Muchly, you can't able to access the another fellow. Okay, but here you can able to access the another fellow, like here they have given option like whomever it is nearby you or whomever it is registered in this application, they can able to send the alert signal, and they can able to read the signal. Or if suppose we both are myself and my friend are registered in this application, so that we can able to communicate in this as like a message or as like a messenger, we can able to communicate with this application. So just an exercise I did. So here, today morning I just downloaded this application and I have just given my location to open, and I want to go for today's fishing. Just I have given today I'm going to fish. So where I can able to fish in and around the Thuthukudi region. So it has been slotted that from where I am or from which landing center I am to, it is showing where the fish availability, and it is showing at which distance and at which direction I have to go and at which speed, and the exact latitude and longitude of that particular fish shoal or fish group has been given. And next comes the application which is developed by Department of Fisheries, that is State Fisheries Department of Tamil Nadu, in connection with the National Center for Coastal Research headquartered at Chennai. This application is called Thundil. And again, this application, earlier three applications what we have seen, that is Incois PFZ advisory, Muchly by Reliance Foundation, and FFMA by MS Swaminathan Research Foundation. All those applications is user friendly, and even a student or a teacher can able to use. Or suppose if I am a fisheries graduate, I want to teach the same application to the fishermen, I can able to install the application to fishermen and I can able to teach them, right, without any hesitancy or without any problem. But this Thundil application is highly reserved, or this is given, or the information given only to the specific fisherman, has to be straightforwardly taken to the fisherman but not to the other fellows. And also it curtails the wrong usage of the data available. So here again the same aspect, you need to select in which language, but here as like the application is developed by the Department of the Fisheries Department of Tamil Nadu. So here they have given only two languages, Tamil as well as Tamil and English, in a bilingual format. But here, if you want to use, see, I have just downloaded and installed the application, but even then only these two, the first two options I can able to use. The first two options is nothing but the geo coordinates, that is where I am, and the next one is weather report. The other all options or I can't use since I don't have a boat or I don't have the proper registration ID which is given by the fisheries department. So this curtails the use of the other stakeholders so that the person or the fisherman who is having the proper license, proper registration ID, they can able to use this application to get the data, proper data. So next comes aquaculture. So first we have seen for the fisheries, which will helpful to the fisherman. Now we are going to see the aquaculture that is will help to the fish farmers or shrimp farmers. So this is Siba shrimp krishi, that is which is used for shrimp culture. That is Siba is nothing but which function under ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Central Institute of Brackish Water Aquaculture, again headquartered at Chennai. You can just give the application name as Siba Shrimp Krishi, and you can download in Google Play Store, and you can able to install it. And again, here also they have given in four different languages. Again, this application, this mobile application in constitution of ICAR, SIBA, and Shrimp Krishi has been developed under the National Agriculture Science Fund of ICAR. So here also, first after selecting the language of your interest, and you can able to you are allowed to register your username for getting the login credentials. That is, you need to give your email ID, place of residence, mobile number, again your password, and you have to repeat the password for second time to create the login credentials. So again, after creating the login credentials, you can able to use the application. Then comes again Ziba Shrimp app. This is just a reading material which is again developed by SIBA, that is Central Institute of Brackish Water Aquaculture. So here it is just available to the common users. Just you can able to download the application and you can install it. So here you will be having different aspects like what are the better management practices, what are the input calculators, how you can diagnose the disease, and what are the risk assessments, and what are the different frequently asked questions to the institute, and what are all the updates and advisories given by the SIBA to the fish farmers have been recorded in that application. Again, if you are having any personal query or if you are facing any trouble to start farming activity, or if you're having any changes in any queries related to water quality changes or feeding, or you're having any types of query which will be addressed by this application by the concerned institute. Then comes business and education. So if suppose, okay, for fishermen it is okay, for fish farmers also we have dealt something, and for the youngsters like students or who completed their graduation and they want to work under different field, just this will give an igniting way, or just lighting a lamp to your ideas, as like just some of the students have started this initial work, and it has been developed into a different business portal, really. So again comes Matsya Setu. Again, this is the application developed by SIFA, that is ICAR CIFA, that is Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture. Here, this organization, they are demonstrating all the practices, all the different culture practices of freshwater aquaculture, and they are documented with the live videos as well as the advisories, or as well as the classes conducted to the benefit, or to the for the benefit of fisher folks. They have just recorded and they are displaying it off in this application. So you can able to put Matsya Setu in Google Play Store, and you can able to download and install the application. Again, this application or the digital learning for the Blue Revolution in collaboration with ICAR, CIFA and NFDP, that is National Fisheries Development Board, Hyderabad. So these are the funding agency which collaborates to make this application. So again, here we are having, this will be enabled for both the student fraternity as well as the teachers as well as the fish farmers who want to learn the culture aspect of freshwater aquaculture. They are allowed to create an account with the aid of mobile number, and they can able to choose they are allowed to fill some biodata aspects, from where they are, what is their mail id, or their phone number and password, where is their residence, so and what is their role. Means here I have given my role as a researcher, so I am interested to learn some culture aspects of maral and magur. So I have given as like my profile as the researcher. Then after that it will show, it will just take it into another tab which will of showing for the beginners, for the farmers, or if you want to attend any course through this application also, it is allowed. Okay, if you are a student, if you want to learn the technique, you can able to enroll yourself as student or a researcher, and you can learn and you can able to get the certificate also if training program is conducted online through this Matsya Setu. Or if you are a fisherman, you can fisherman or fish farmer, you want to learn and you want to get the advices from the technical experts, you can able to avail the video and you can able to glimpse the aspects. Then comes Yam Krishi at Fisheries. Again, this is a mere related app developed by ICR CMFRI, Mumbai Research Center in collaboration with TCS. And Matsya Fisheries by Income in Technologies. This is what I said. This is a simple mere application. This is like interacting or as like accumulating the um, different stakeholders or the consumers around an area. Okay, like if suppose I am the student, I'm having a link between the fisherman or the fish farmer to the consumer, I can able to sell the fish as like just like a grocery shop or a petty shop. But here we are just making it an open way of system, selling the fishes as like Zomato, Swiggy, similar to that of application. Here Matsya Fisheries developed by Income in Technologies in Kerala. So this mobile application has been developed. Here they are giving different meats, or in terms of fishes, in terms of other meats and eggs. So whatever they want to buy, they can. They are loading. They are daily updating the a variety of fishes and variety of meat products they are having in their shop, and they are making it as an advertisement, and they are just selling it. They are mentioning that what type and what is the local vernacular name, and what is the available package, and what is the price, what is the MRP, and again what is the offer price in which they are giving. and we can able to select how much quantity if we want. Last like Swiggy, Zomato, we are just ordering the fishes, but this will enable or this will attract the huge number of customers. Suppose if I don't want to go to a shop to buy a fish or to buy a quality fish, I don't want to waste my time, uh, so I can just simply order via this app, right? Again, will give this is an innovative idea developed or just thought by the concerned fellow by Income in Technologies, and they have initiated this work, and they have been successfully continuing this application on a long term run. Then come Matsya Fed Fresh Mean. Again, this is also a fish sales app. Similar to that, you can able to download this application and you can able to install. And in how much quantity, if you want to make it an order, you can order. Yeah, and this is both the applications of from Kerala. Then comes for education, fisheries education, which we have developed, in which we have combined our resources with one cat lab leaps business cooperation. Along with that, we have myself and one more our graduate, we joined together and we framed a portal, a web-based tool, and again we converted using the Flutter technology, and we made this as an application. And again, this has been the Sura in Tamil. It is called Sura, which means a shark. So, as the fund obtained from American Elasmo Branch Society, so as a
Exactly.
conservative mechanism or the flow, we have started this application. So this is for the students' sake. Just it facilitates the different study materials of the fisheries science, thereby encompassing different basic domains like aquaculture, fisheries biology and resource management, aquatic animal health management, aquatic environment management, fish processing technology, fisheries engineering and fishing technology, fisheries economics, fisheries extension, fish genetics and fish biotechnology, and fish quality assurance and health management. So all those several domains has been covered in this mobile application as like points to remember or a study material has been posted, and a beta version of examination point of view as like the students who are preparing for the competitive examinations, they are made available to write the mock text on free time basis, at free of cost they are available to write or to enable or to appear for the mock test in our application. So this is all about the general fisheries management, and or the snapshot view of global concern and Indian concern and different uh, data pertaining to fisheries we have just seen. But okay, if I am a student, I want to equip myself. Okay, just I'm coming from the first. Before starting my presentation, I have asked or I have posted a question to all, to everyone, whether this technology will supports or whether the technology supports education or education needs the technology as like that. So how we can able to upgrade our studies? This is for both students or the researcher or the scientist or any research scholar, research associates, anyone, whoever interested or whomever want to learn. So those people can use or make use of the different learning portals like Coursera, EDX, Udemy Tech, Swayam Portal, AdMoocs, and Telegay now. So these are all different portals which we can use it. So I will just you can able to upgrade yourself. If not, if you know it, just make use of the opportunity. If you don't know, please just make a note of it. So all these are all online platform. Of course, for this you need to have, you can able to do your course anytime, whenever you are free, whenever you want to learn, even at night time, even at your free time, you can able to browse the courses where all the technical experts, lecturers, professors are uploaded their views or uploaded their classes in the different online portals. There you can make it use of it, and you can able to learn, and you can able to obtain a certificate from leading top leading institutes of across the globe. So just I will just share my screen. So I think screen is, my screen is visible right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you, madam. So the two different aspects, that is Coursera. I think now this Coursera is viewable, right, madam, to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here you can able to even if you don't want to, especially this is created to hands-on projects, to even if you are a PhD scholar or a PG scholar, if you want to teach others, you can able to teach, or if you want to learn by yourself as like a student, you can able to learn. Okay, here I am just joining for free. Here if you want to fill up the sign in credentials, you can able to fill with your name, mail id, password and all. Just I'm just signing with Google, or you can able to sign up with Facebook also. So I'm just continuing with my mail id. So again, immediately, see, immediately your the portal has been given access to uh, learn the course. So here you can able to start searching different courses, like 7,000 plus courses are there on different aspects: business, computer science, data science, health, information technologies, and arts and humanities, and number of courses are there, right? So you can able to, if you are, if you are willing to purchase the course, you can purchase the course and you can do it. And if you want to selectively, you want to do some course in some universities, you can able to filter the university, and you can able to filter the course, then you can able to do the course, right? So this is on international grade, the first one, Coursera. And the next one I would like to show to you is EDX. So this is also learning, international learning portal, which where you can explore many programs. See, here they are having different computational languages, different programs, which is again, it all deserves for different different courses. Even zoology, even for English, neuroscience, biotechnology, biology, fisheries, whatnot, everything, even supply chain management, IT, everything by the leading institutes, Harvard University, University of Queensland. Again, if you want to do some courses in University of Stirling, if you have some preconceived idea about some courses or about some universities, you can able to ping on that and you can able to do that program. Right. Here, advantage over Coursera to EDX is, suppose you can able to learn this. In Coursera, you want to purchase. See here, you want to purchase the course, or it will be showing some day as trial, and after some days you want to pay something. I feel. But in EDX, you can able to do the course if you need a professional expert. Suppose I am doing suppose what, for example, yeah, I am doing statistics and data science from this Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Suppose I want to get the certificate, or like because of the certificate maybe I may get some job or relevant job fair I am going to appear. So I want a certificate. Only if you need, or only if you demand a certificate, you can able to apply for a certificate. A mere amount of $10, $20 you may pay for the certificate. Only that. Otherwise, if you want to learn the particular aspect or you want to learn something in that course, you can learn at free of cost. That is the advantage of Coursera over EDX. So these are all the two international aspects or two international learning portal of learning the things. Then comes for our Indian concern, we are having Swayam portal. So here also you can able to just glimpse several studies like management, architecture, planning, engineering, technology, humanities and arts. It's like that.
ఫోటో తీయవా సిస్టర్ రాగానే ఒక ఫోటో తీయవా
జస్ట్ వచ్చారా?
వచ్చారు వచ్చారు ఇప్పుడే
Yeah, here you can here also you can see about what is Swayam and what are the different courses available, and who are all the national coordinators of the program, and what are all the local chapters available in this portal. You can able to glimpse, and who are all the concert, or the who are all the national coordinators, or who are all, suppose if your college, even your college, or even our college, or any college, or if suppose their college want to register their course or their particular subject want to be emphasized more on the online portal, they can able to register their course in this, and they can become a national coordinators, and they can start to teach the students, and the students also can start learning in the Swayam portal after registering. So here just I am starting registering as like just as like that. You can give username and password if you have. Otherwise you can sign up with giving entire details. All original details should be given. So for time being I am going with you can a shortcut, you can use either Microsoft account or Google or Facebook. So for time being I'm just going with the Google, and just these are all some of the different accounts I'm having. Just I'm choosing some mail ID for logging or for signing in. See, immediately this our Indian portals also just follow the same as like Coursera and EDX. So here they have given my mail ID as my username, and here they have given my courses like pins like my courses and my certifications. So here you can able to search. The search catalog is there. So here there are n number of courses are there. See here, annual refresher program in teaching, architecture and planning, engineering and technology, health science, humanities and arts, law, management commerce, math science, NPTEL domain, school and teacher of education, all those. So as of now, whatever the courses are going on in present, it will show. So in maths and science, I'm just clicking, so you are having the side dialog box. So here you are having applied science, biotechnology, botany, chemistry, environmental science, microbiology, physics and zoology. So here you can able to choose your area of interest, and then you can learn, or you can start learning that course. Even a single topic or a single lecture, if you don't understand, okay, if you don't understand the single lecture by the teacher, or if you are fearing to ask the teacher, suppose everyone used to have, right, teacher means always, oh my god, I don't want to ask the teacher. So if for such students, and also the students who are quite smart, want to be smart or the smartest in the class, they can able to glimpse the lessons whatever they want to study before the teacher thoughts. Those guys also can make use of the opportunity. Similar to that, Udemy portal also will support the information. Similar to that, I would like to emphasize two more portals to the participants, which is again relevant to agriculture domain. So what is mean by MOOC? Everywhere, even madam also said I have done MOOC courses. MOOCs are nothing but massive open online courses. Just nothing but in earlier cases we used to go for typewriting class, computer class, basic Word document, office attention class. Similar to that, this MOOC courses also have been launched by the several agencies of India as well as on the global scale. So now we have seen Coursera, EDX on international grade, Udemy Tech and Swayam portal for Indian grade, and again to the Indian grade for the agriculture background or agriculture domain. We are having two, that is one is on AgMoocs, then another one is on Telege, that is given by NAM. So both these portals, like all these portals are designed, or like designed to perform online course or online platform, which helps to help and aid the students, not only students but also the professionals, and also the organizations to acquire and enhance the knowledge as well as the skill in various domain, right? So here we are having the two different domains, or two different leading institutes have merged together to form the agriculture domain. So one is AgMOOC and another one I will say you later. So here also you want to sign up or sign in. So already I have signed in this AgMOOC course. Maybe 5 years back I have logged in when I was doing my UG. So here, if you have not registered, you can register by yourself by creating an account. So I have been created my account. So I just giving my username and password, and just get sign in, and it will show the number of courses and my account. Okay. Suppose if you are not registered, just you are registering now, the dashboard will be empty. Okay. So here you see I was the member for 5 years 2 months, means 2 months 5 years back I have registered this portal, and your name and the country, your state, everything will be there, and your degree and your profession will be there. So what all the different courses enrolled, so all the courses enrolled will be there, like functional foods concept, technology and health benefits, basics of entrepreneurship development in agriculture, e-extension. These are all some of the courses which is the relevant to our field of expertise. So we just enrolled, right? So similarly, you guys also can able to enroll the course. So after that, again, the one more advantage is, see here, this admoocs are free. Okay, if you want to learn any courses which is relevant to your field of expertise, you can able to register and you can able to obtain the certificate of free of cost. Okay, this is not a paid training or paid course. Here the courses are given under archives. So even the archived courses also, the earlier courses which has been started and completed, or the closed courses also, you can able to redo the courses at whenever or wherever you want to do. Okay, again, this is also an online platform. You can able to complete the lecture schedules, and you can able to submit, if you're submitting all the lecture schedules with the proper prompt duration, and if you're submitting the assignments and effective way of discussing or discussion, the certificates will be generated immediately after the due period. So this is one of the domain which is exclusively for agriculture. Then the second one is the Telegram Nam. So again, this is also another portal, again, which is given by or developed by Nam. That is nothing but it is also comes under ICAR, National Academy of Agriculture Research Management. So here, see again this massive open online courses, that is MOOC, is there. But in advancement of AgMOOCs, here they are giving one more diploma. As like not only they are offering online courses, but also they are giving diploma in educational technology and management. So now the ongoing course is on MOOC on digital assessment and evaluation methodologies. So again, I have not logged in, but if you want, you can log in, and you can able to try the course. So just I have already logged in with the username and password. You can just log in. If you don't have the username and password, just sign up, and just as like a normal, as like how you are creating your mail ID, similar to that, you will have. And here you can register the course, or you can enroll the course. Again, the course enrollment and the registration has been closed, but if you are registering your username or your mail ID or your phone number in these 6 websites, whatever the new announcement or any new courses are yet to start, they will notify to your mail before 10 or 15 working days. Before that, they will be alerting you, so that the so and so course is going to start on this date. So if you are really interested and able to enroll the course, or you can register the course, then your mail will be addressed to your mail ID. And if you are really interested to check out the course, you can able to check out the course by enrolling enrollment options. After that, your dashboard will be filled. This is the dashboard of your ID. So here, so no more courses were there open. So there is no upcoming events also. So they have not shown any alerts here. If suppose if the next month is the course yet to start, they will give you an alert. In that, your dashboard will be filled with the particulars, and you can able to just fill the particulars, and you can enroll the course. So these are all are definitely a technological based attributes, which will give you more technical experts or technical expertise. So that I come back to my question, that is, uh, how does the technology affect the education? So a very important technological impact on education is increased interactivity and class engagement. Earlier, even now, how we are talking and how we are interacting with so many number of peoples. Earlier, way back in 1980s or 1990s, even if you want to learn something, if you want to gather a people around an area, it is difficult. But now it is possible, and even 100, more than 100 participants are there, and other than the participants who can't avail the Google link, they are availing the same webinar in YouTube portal. So again, this is the way of technology is having the positive impact on the education, which supports increased interactivity and the class engagement. So in addition, they are compatible with the better overall comprehension of the class, practical learning, time management, and combined learning methodologies. So these are all the only quite a few positive impacts which I could able to learn and I could able to disperse to my colleagues as well as my students. So I feel that an education without technology does not prepare our students with the skills that will be or that their world will require to face the opportunities by the students. So a technology with education will make a successful outcome in whatever the ways or with flying colors. Thank you for the opportunity provided.
Now, it is the session for your interaction. I welcome the participants to interact with Dr. Sudhan Chandran, TNJFU Fisheries College Research Institutes, Tamil Nadu. Did anyone is there to interact with sir?
Sir, namaste, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, I have one doubt. This SIBA, as far as SIBA app, I exactly didn't remember the name. Can the student get all the study material free of cost? For example, a student of BSc Zoology with aquaculture combination or MSc Zoology or MSc Aquaculture student,
Yes,
can they
madam.
get all the study material free of cost from that SIBA app which you are showing?
Madam, actually, that has been constructed for the purpose of satisfying the fish farmers as well as
Okay.
some parts of the culture aspects to the students. So I
Okay.
think almost all the culture aspects, like how to prepare the pond, how to
Okay.
feed the animal, so all the aspects with regard to aquaculture of
Okay, sir.
specific fish and shrimp has been deposited in that portal.
Okay. Sir. And
But
one more doubt I have, sir.
I can't.
Institutes like your institutes, they are organizing any online workshops for the sake of students?
Yes, madam, we are continually organizing webinars, seminars, conferences over online as well as offline. We are conducting.
Okay. So if it is an online, like just water quality parameters, disease diagnosis, disease management, all this for the basic knowledge of students, is there any workshop? How can I know when it
Yes,
will be
madam.
conducted, sir?
You can able to ping on to the website, that is
Okay.
www.tnjfu.ac.in. I repeat,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
www.tnjfu.ac.in. In that,
Okay.
the regular workshops or the details pertaining to the training courses or the upcoming things will be updated on
Okay.
regular basis.
Okay. Okay,
And
sir.
again, if you want to have some personal training on water quality and disease diagnostics, please ping on to the mail or contact number. Just give a mail so that we will make an arrangement.
Okay, so this mail which is displaying in your slide.
Yes, madam. You can make a note of it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nice lecture, sir. Really,
Thank
it's
you.
a wonderful lecture, and I'm very much thankful to organizers.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Okay, okay. It's nice for the student community, mainly all the apps. we have shown, it will be very beneficial to aquaculture and zoology students, sir.
Yes, madam. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else wants to interact with this, sir? Students, anyone is there to ask sir regarding your doubts? Sir, myself, I am having a question to you.
Yes, madam.
Is there any possibility for our students to do internship by tying with your institutes?
Yes, madam. Obviously,
Experts?
yes, yes. It is possible, madam. Just we have to approach everything through proper channel. If the letter has been drafted and it has been submitted, we will take in consideration, madam. We are giving training.
Both online and offline.
Yes, madam. Both online and offline.
Okay, sir. Definitely, we will contact with you from our JMJ College site, sir.
Yes, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anyone else to interact with, sir? Otherwise, let me pass on to the vote of thanks. At the very outset, I thank God Almighty for bestowing His countless blessings upon us to conduct this fifth day of Interdisciplinary 6-day National Webinar, FDP, on emerging trends and technologies in development of skills in higher education. We express our sincere thanks to our dynamic principal, Reverend Dr. Sister Shaini KP, and Reverend Dr. Sister Teresa Magade, correspondent, for their constant support and encouragement in academics. It's a great privilege to express our gallery of gratitude on behalf of our management, staff, participants, for sharing and igniting our minds to step forward not only towards blue growth but also to shine more in our education sector with zeal. Thank you, sir, for your inputs regarding recent status of marine fish capture, inland fish capture, production, and then the fish capture present status, the fisheries potential, exports, Ministry of Agriculture and its units at present who are very active in this sector, then Android mobile-based applications, web-based Android applications, not only to the fishermen, the farmers, fisheries sector, then to the educational sector also, the material and whatever the app it is available, and then usage of technology for capturing the fish for the fishermen, then the regarding different apps like Matsya Setu, then Matsya Fisheries, regarding funding agencies, then business, what not you have touched, each and everything you have touched, almost enlightening us a very fruitful manner. Then especially we are thankful to you as you have shared that regarding the app that is developed by on your own with your group, that is Sura Fisheries Education. Then Coursera at international level, international portal for the yield students, both faculty and also students. Then our Indian Swayam portal, which is very much advanced, and then it is useful for the advanced learners and also poor learners. And there are so many things you made us to acknowledge so that we can develop further by doing different courses like MOOCs and whatnot, and whatever the sector is there to develop further to the advancement in fisheries sector, and also upgrading our studies in aquaculture sector, not only that one, in different sectors.
to become as a multi-dimensional and potential individual, so that if we utilize these ones, whatever are available nowadays, and you have trust regarding how this technology is showing its impact on our education. Really, during COVID situations, we are adapted to use these technologies very much, and still we are going further with this technology. That is, it is shown by this webinar itself. So thank you very much. I'm very much glad personally to listen towards your talk. Really, it's a nice talk, and how God has blessed you with a lot of knowledge. Sir, may the good Lord be with you further and lead you further in your future also, so that you will be more useful to the youngsters with your wisdom, not only to the present youth and also to the society, thereby to our India and to our world. May God bless you, sir. And
So much.
thank you once again.
Sir,
And
sir, please,
lastly,
sir, may I? Good morning, all of you.
yes,
Please,
ma'am.
I belong to St. Texas College, and I'm an associate professor in St. Texas College from Zoology department. So some of my students want to do internship program. So can I get the phone number of the speaker so that we may contact him and
Yes, madam.
send our students for internship.
Okay, madam. Just I will be just sending my contact number and my mail ID in the chat box. Just
Okay, sir.
please have a note, and you can contact me at any time, or just mail me in the
Okay.
mail.
Okay.
I
Sure,
have
sir.
given in call and messages chat box.
Okay.
Please have a note of it, madam. Otherwise, you can get my contact at any time from the organizing team.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, madam. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is it okay, ma'am?
Okay, sir, madam.
Okay. Lastly, but not least, I extend my thanks and warm greetings to our participants. Every day, you are strengthening us to conduct this webinar successfully. Once again, thank you all. Tomorrow is the 6th day, the last session of our webinar. Hopefully waiting for your presence, and the feedback will be shared after valedictory. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Now I
Thank you,
think
madam.
we
Thank
can
you.
leave the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, thank you. How I can express my, really I am delighted. May God bless you.
It's all the God's blessings and all my.
Really. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, Sudha Chandran.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Nice session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Really, it's a wonderful session, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Arna madam, is there
Hi.
anything to talk with the sir? Student sir?
Thank you, sir, for your
Madam.
informative lecture.
Yes,
Then
madam.
web-based details.
I'll be
Thank you so
sharing my
much.
presentation in a PDF. So I
Please send your PPT, sir,
send to any of the
to my
participants.
mail. To my
Yes,
mail.
madam. Just sending it.
The
Thank you.
organizer, you will share it,
Hope
sir.
hope we'll be having touch in all senses
Yes,
for
yes.
upcoming classes and webinars. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you
Sir,
so much.
most probably within 2 months, I think we may contact you with regarding internship
Internship.
program.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Tomorrow we will talk with you after this session. We will be contacting you so that you can give the guidelines, and we will be making our students to be with you. That is, we are having the CBZ students, 42, nearly 42 members are there.
Okay.
Some of them they may be they will be interested, or the whole 42 may join to
Okay,
that
madam. With pleasure.
internship. So I'm very much impressed regarding your talk. That's why I want to make our students also to grow further, as you become as a motivative person,
Yes, madam. With my pleasure. Sure.
students. That's why. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Shall we call it off?
Murali, I think we can leave.
కావాలన్నప్పుడు నేను ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఫామ్ లో ఇస్తాను. ఒకవేళ గెస్ట్ అన్నప్పుడు దాంతోపాటు ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఫామ్ కూడా పీపీటీ కూడా షేర్ చేయాలని చూస్తాను. ఆ ప్రొవిజన్ ఉందని చూస్తాను. సర్టిఫికేట్ తో పాటు ఇంకోటి ప్రొవిజన్ ఉంటే చూస్తాను.
వాళ్ళు అడిగితేనే మనకు
అడిగితేనే
అవసరం అడగనప్పుడు వద్దు.
ఎంత అది వెళ్ళేటట్టు చూద్దాం.
ఓకే మురళి, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
నేను ఆఫ్ చేస్తాను.